It's a beautiful morning. I think I'll go outside for a while and just smile. Just taking some clean, fresh air for no sense to stay inside. If the weather's fine and you got the time. Well, we definitely have the time, so I hope you're going to go outside and enjoy some of that free, clean, fresh air this morning. Good morning, boys and girls. Did you notice I changed up our song? I just felt like doing something a little bit different this morning because it's our last day this week. So I hope you like that song. And I do hope you go and spend some time outside this morning. It is a beautiful day. There's supposed to be some rain later on, so get outside now while you can. The air is very clean and fresh, and it's going to help you stay healthy. Good morning. Good morning. It is time for reading. Again, if you do not have a paper and a pencil, you need to go get it right now. You should know this by now. When we start our reading assignments, I want you to come with your pencil and your paper and ready to go. Okay, so are you ready? All right, let's start with our first word today, and I'm going to tell you, I've got some tough ones for you, so listen carefully. We're going to start right off with a hard one. First word I want you to make for me this morning is splash. When I jump into the swimming pool, the water will splash everywhere. So show me splash. Splash. Say the sounds as you write it. It'll help you remember them. Splash. Again, if I go too fast, I expect you to stop and pause the machine. Don't wait for me to put the letters over here and you just copy. That's not how we learn. You guys are getting so smart and you're doing so great, but it's only because you're thinking, not copying, okay? Copying is not thinking. All right, are we ready? I know what my first word is. Here we go. Splash. Let's see. I want you to notice I say the sounds as I do it. Ash. Point to your letters and make sure you have all these sounds. Ready? Ash. What's that word? Splash. Excellent. Very good. All right. Let's change splash to a new word. And this time, you're not going to add any new sounds, but you are going to have to take away one. I've got one extra sound in here. See if you can figure out which one it is. Okay, ready? Listen carefully to this word. Slash. Don't you do it, but when mom and dad use a knife to cut things, they slash. Slash. Show me slash. You're only taking away one sound. This easy, huh? You got it? All right, here we go. Slash. Ooh, I don't need that one. I think I found the sound I needed to get rid of. How about you? Did you find it? Check your letters. Slash. Slash. Wow. Nice. All right. Let's go from slash to slush. Slush. When you go to the store and mom gets you one of those frozen drinks that's got little crushed ice in it with flavor and you suck it up, you probably call it a slushy, but it's a slush. Listen to your sounds. I have slash and I want to change it to slush. Got it? Again, we're just changing out one sound. Slush. Slush. Fabulous. That was pretty easy, huh? Yeah, that was easy. Let's go from slush to plush. Your teddy bear is soft and fuzzy. He's plush. Maybe you have a stuffed rabbit or a kitty cat or a dog. Any one of your little stuffed animal friends that you like to cuddle with at night. He is plush. Plush. Changing one sound. Did you write it? Remember to say your sounds as you write. Say them as you write. Here we go. I have slush, and I need to change it to plush. I think I need to get rid of that one and trade it for this one. Is that what you got? Check your sounds. Lush. Plush. Very nice. All right. These were too easy. I think we need to make a two-sound switch. Are you ready? Now I'm going to give you a hint. I'm only going to take away one sound from this word, but I need to add two other ones. Okay? Take away one, add two. Let's go from plush to plump. Plump. If you are plump, you're fat. You're gordo. Plump. Listen carefully to those sounds. You've got to take one away and add two new ones. I know I'm going to need to move it over because I'm adding two sounds. Oh, I'm moving all of these over. Plum. Oh, not shh. What do I need there? I need that other P. Did you wonder why there were two P's? Now you know why. What's my word? Plump. You got it. Nice. All right. I'm going to make you do another two sound switch. You ready? Two sounds. I'm going to take away two and I'm going to put in two different ones. Here we go. Ready? Let's go from plump to, you know the name of the president of our United States? What's his name? See, I knew you knew it. Trump. See if you can go from plump to Trump. Trump. I have plump and I need Trump. Oh, well, I know right away. I don't need that one and I don't need that one. What do I need to put instead? What's that first sound you hear? Exactly. I need T. And what goes here? Trump. Did you hear it? I heard it. There it is. Trump. Very good. Wow. All right, one more word. One more word. Let's go from Trump to tramp. When you step on things and you smash it and you make it go flat, that means you tramp it down. Tramp. Tramp. Yeah, that was too easy, wasn't it? I know it. Remember, if I'm going too fast, hit pause. Don't copy me. Pause, finish writing your word, and then turn it back on, okay? I need to go from trump to tramp. Tramp. There we go. You got it? Point to each letter and say the sounds for me. What is it? Very nice. Now put them all together. What's that word say? Tramp. Very good. Wow. Notice our words are getting harder, but it's only because you are getting smarter. And I know it. You practice with me each time and you are getting smarter. We're getting ready for second grade. You are almost there. Almost ready. All right, here we go. I want you to put your pencil down. Remember, our next job is reading words. And some of you are still trying to copy them. Don't copy. Don't write. We write after we read. First we read. So put your pencil down and let's read our words. Here we go. First word we have to read. Ready? Tell me that sound. Yeah. How about that sound? Excellent. Now put them together. Fur. Fur. Ah. Put them all together. Fra. Wait a minute. That sounds funny. What does that say? From. Is from? That's not a real word. What does it sound like? Remember, sometimes this makes a funny sound. Yes, you got it. For sometimes that makes a sound. I'm gonna put a little on top of that so I remember. Sometimes this says there we go. For It sounds like that, but it's spelled like this. Okay, you got it? So right now, pick up your pencil. I need to move that out of the way. All right, well, it's there to help you remember. Don't write It sounds like but how's it spelled? Got it? Again, if I go too fast, pause and turn it back on when you're done writing. Here we go. Check your sounds. Did you get for Nice. Where are you from? I come from Phoenix. That's where I live. From. All right, next word. Here we go. Ready? Uh-oh. 3 sounds. You know what they are. Or 3 letters, but you know what the one sound is, right? What is it? Yes. Were. We did this just the other day. Word. You got it. Word. What's the word? It's word. All right. Pick up your pencil and write it. Say your sounds as you go. Nice. Got it? Check it. Word. Word. Very nice. Okay. He's over here a little bit harder. Remember, put your pencil down. I don't want you copying it. Listen, read, listen, read. Then you'll pick up your pencil. Okay, here we go. First sound. What does that say? S. Next sound. Don't say puh. It's not puh. There's no U after it. Well, there might be, but right now there's no It's just sp, sp, sp. Got it? Add that one. Spur. And you kind of saw that, huh? Put them all together. Spring. There you go. Spring. This is the spring. The sun is shining. The trees are growing. The grass is growing. The flowers are blooming. It's spring. I love spring. Everything starts to grow back again. Spring. You got it? Read it again. Spring. Pick up your pencil. Say your sounds so that you don't forget any of those letters. Did you get it? Here we go. I want you to check your sounds. Check your sounds. Point to them and say them with me. Ing. Don't forget the and don't forget the I don't want spig. I want spring. That was a tough one. Wow. Nice job. All right, let's try another one. You ready? Here we go. What does that say? P. Very good. Remember, don't say just say p, p. Now add that. P. Nice. P. Ah. Put them all together. Pla. Now be careful. Watch the end of this word. Ooh. I'm going to give you a hint. This E, it's silent, but it's doing 2 jobs. First job, it's making this make its other sound. Remember what it is? And it also makes this one say its other sound too. So if these 2 are making their second sounds, what is that word? Try it. You got it? Remember the second sound? A. The other sound? S. So what's my word? Place. Place. Right. Do you know where your place is at your house? Do you have your own place, your own room in your bedroom that is your place? Say the word again. Place. Nice. All right. See if you can write it. Write it. Got it? Cool. All right. Let's check our sounds. Ready? Whoop. There we go. Check your sounds. Place. Place. Very, very nice. All right, here's our last one. Remember, this is the big one. It's a little bit harder. But remember, big words are just two little words that are stuck together. That's all it is. Two pieces. So we're going to read it in chunks. Ready? Here is our first chunk. What does that say? You got it. What does it say? Read it for me. Numb. 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 Now let's check our other chunk. Here we go. What does that say? Yeah, that was easy, huh? Burr. Burr. So if I take those two chunks and put it, sorry, move it over here. If I take those two chunks and put them together, what does it say? Number. What is that? Number. Yes. What number is your favorite? All right. You got it? Write that word. Save the chunks and write that word. Fabulous. You have it? Did you save the chunks as you were going? Very good. All right. And check it. Number. You got it. All right. We're going to go back and read them again. And remember, you already have your pen. I'm going to grab mine because we need to underline. If there is more than one letter that makes one sound, we're going to underline it. Okay. So here we go. What does this one say? Oh, but wait. It actually says doesn't it? From. Nice. I see a chunk I need to underline. Do you? One sound right there. What does that say? Yes. Word. Word. Nice work. All right. See if you can read this one. Get it? Spring. Do I need to underline anything? Yes, right here. Spring. Spring. That G, we don't really hear it real loud because they kind of go together. And instead of saying ng, we just say ng. Spring. There it is. Nice. Okay, now remember this was that hard one. Let me remind you how we mark this in our classroom. We know that the E changes both of these sounds, doesn't it? Remember? We draw our little smiley line underneath, but we got to do two of them because it's doing two jobs. And remember, we wrote a number on the top. Instead of saying ah, it says ah, a. It makes its second sound. So write a number 2 on top of that so you remember. This one, instead of saying k, it says s. It says its second sound. So again, I'm going to write a 2 over it. Okay, not a real good 2. Hopefully your 2 looks better than mine. What does that say? Yes, place. Place. Very nice. All right, read this last word, big chunks. Fabulous. Number. Let's underline our 2 letters, 1 sound. Number. What is it? Very good. Number. Wow. We are getting so much better at this. Our words are getting harder because you are getting smarter. You are. You're getting a lot smarter. I want you to look at somebody around the room with you. If nobody's there, you can tell me, say, I am getting smarter. Yes, you are. Fabulous. All right. Put your pencil down because we're done with our writing. We're done with our reading. And now it's time to work on our stories. Okay? You got it? Just a quick reminder. Remember, all of these words, the ones we read here and you wrote, or the ones on the first page that we read and we wrote, remember? Pick 2 or 3 of those. Write them in a sentence for me, okay? Show me a sentence. It's good practice. It helps us get them stuck in our heads. All right. We have been talking this week about author's purpose. Do you remember what that is? Right. The author's purpose is, why did he write this story? Why? What was his purpose? What was his reason for doing this? Okay. And we've talked that there are three general purposes, usually through one of three reasons why an author writes a story. Okay. He either writes to persuade, to inform, or to entertain. And do you remember what those three different kinds are? We already talked about this one. So I'm going to ask you to think and tell somebody around the room or tell me, what does it mean when an author is writing a story to entertain me? What does that mean? Very good. Remember, entertain means he wants to tell me a story. It has characters in it. It has events, things that happen. These people or animals, they do something in the story. And at the end of the story, the author wants us to feel a certain way. He wants us to feel happy, or maybe sad, or maybe scared. Depends on the kind of story he's writing. So when an author is entertained, he's writing a story. Just telling us a story because it's fun. Okay? Very cool. Now let's see. Do you remember what it means when an author is writing a story to inform? What does that mean when an author wants to inform you about something? That one's a little bit harder. Yeah, you got it. Inform. It's like me. When I want to inform you about something, I want to teach you something. Inform means I'm going to teach you something. And this is the one we're going to talk about today. So don't worry, we're going to talk about what that means exactly. But when I inform, I teach. When an author is informing, he's teaching. Okay? Now here's that other one. I'm saving this one for last because it's kind of a hardest one. And we're going to do that one next week. This one is persuade. See if you can remember. What does it mean if someone is trying to persuade you? Tell somebody around you. You can tell me. That one's tricky, huh? I know, that's why I saved it for last. But think about commercials you see on TV. When they show you this great new toy and say, you gotta buy this toy, it's great. Or try this cereal, it is yummy, yummy. What are they trying to do? They're trying to persuade you. That means they want to, right. They're trying to convince you of something. They're trying to talk you into doing it. Go buy this cereal. It's the best. Go buy this toy. It's the most fun. Come visit Disneyland. It's great. Okay? They're persuading you to do something. Got it? Don't worry. We're going to be talking about this one next week. But this one I want to share with you today. When we inform, again, we want to teach somebody something. You will see authors writing books to inform when you see ones like these. All about butterflies, or all about bears, or all about fast cars. Okay? They want to share information with you about these topics, these subjects. They're trying to teach you something new. Okay? They want to teach you. And that's what inform means. They want to teach us something. These books all have facts in them. This one is going to tell you about butterflies. Well, butterflies start out as an egg and they go into their cocoon and then they become a butterfly. He's teaching, he's sharing facts. This one's about bears. And he's not going to tell you, well, I think bears like to sleep in the winter. No, he's not giving you an opinion. He's not telling you what he thinks. He's giving you a fact. We know it's true. Bears hibernate in the winter. They go into their cave and they sleep all winter long. We know it's a fact that bears are really big, right? And they live in the woods. Those are facts. Those are things that we know are true, okay? These kind of stories usually will have pictures in them, photographs, not drawings that somebody made, but actual pictures. Not always. Some stories don't. But usually, that means most of the time, you're going to find photographs in these stories because they're true. They're nonfiction. Remember that word? We learned that at school. They're true, so they have real pictures instead of drawings.
A lot of times in these books too, you will find things like charts that gives you numbers and tells you information. Or they'll have a diagram like this one that shows a picture and it has words on it that tells you what these parts are called. This is a stem. This is a leaf. Those are diagrams, pictures with words to show you how things work. Sometimes they have maps in them that tells you where an animal lives. You'll have a map that shows me where butterflies live or where bears live, or a map that shows me where all the greatest racetracks are so that you can go drive your cars. Okay? These are just some of the things you'll find. It has other things too, but if we can remember those three, that's a good start. Okay? We'll talk more about nonfiction stories a little bit more on another time. But an author that wants to inform is teaching us something. His book has facts in it. Usually it has photos, and you also might find charts or diagrams or maps inside of them. That's how I know that an author is trying to inform me. So now if you remember this week, what we've been doing is looking at stories and finding out what the author's purpose was, but then we also have to be able to say, how do you know? So that's what we're going to do again this morning. I have a story for you. I'm going to tell you right off that the author is trying to inform us. But what you need to help me figure out is, how do I know? How do I know that's what he's trying to do? So let's have a look at this story. This story is called Traveling Butterflies. Now, let me read this story to you, and we'll see if we can find out, how do we know that the author is trying to inform us? Because I'm telling you right now, that's what he's doing. The author wants to inform us about these butterflies. So let me see if I can find things that are going to help me. It says traveling butterflies. Butterflies are small, but they travel far. Each year they take a long journey. That means they go on a trip. In the summer, butterflies live in the north. When the weather gets cold, they fly south. I didn't know that. Butterflies like warm places. They travel for months to find one. The butterflies do not stay for long. Soon, they fly north again. So when it gets too cold, they fly south. Oh, look, there's a map here. So they start out up here in the north, and when it gets cold, they fly south because it's cold and they don't like cold. So they go down to the south where it's warmer. Ooh, hey, look at that. There's one of those things that I said you would find if you were reading a story where the author's trying to inform. It's got a map. I'm going to write that over here. How do I know my author's informing me? Because it has a map. That's just one of the many ways I know. But that works. It has a map. Now, I also know that authors are trying to inform when they give me facts. So let's look at my facts here. Butterflies are small. That's a fact. I know that's true. It's not made up. It's not an opinion. It's a fact. Butterflies are small, but they can travel far. Every year they take a long journey. These are facts. The author's not saying, I think they do. He's telling you, this is what they do. In the summer, butterflies live in the north. That's where they are. The map tells me that. When the weather gets cold, they fly south. Butterflies like warm places. It's a fact. He didn't say, I think they do. He said they like warm places. They will travel for months to find that nice warm place. But they don't stay there for very long, because as soon as it starts getting warm again, they fly back up north. Wow, this story has a lot of facts in it, doesn't it? Well, the fact that it has all those facts tells me the author is trying to inform me. So to prove that I know it's an inform, I'm just going to list a couple of the facts that I found in the story. Let's see. One fact, butterflies travel far. That's what it says right here. Butterflies travel far. That's a fact. Where do they travel to? Oh, here's another fact. They fly. Where do they fly? I'm going to check my story. Oh, look, it says right there. They fly south. They fly south. All of these are telling me, and anybody who's asking me, that this story, the author wants to inform me. He is giving me facts. He wants me to learn about butterflies. He is teaching me about butterflies. I could have written any of these facts I wanted over here. I just picked a couple of them. But these facts tell me, this is how I know that the author is trying to inform. Okay? So remember that. Because just like last time, here's your job. I have a story for you right over here in our Google Classroom. We're going to go over here. Let me go over here. I don't have it in there yet because we haven't learned this. I haven't posted this assignment. Hold on. Sorry. Let me open this up. There it is. Open that up. And I am looking for, there it is, that one right there. All right. This is what you are going to find under your assignment after you watch this video. You're going to come over here. There it is. And I have a story for us here to read. Let me move me out of the way. Uh-oh, it's doing this again where there's more of me. Oh no, don't know why there's so many of me. Okay, we're just going to leave me in two places. Hey guys, there's two of me. Sorry, computers. Sometimes things get funny. All right. I have a story for you here, and I'm going to tell you right now that this story is informing you about something. It is going to teach you something, okay? And you're also going to notice something different. There are actually two stories here. There's this one called How to Make Applesauce. And then there's also this story all about cake artists. Do you know all those people who make those big fancy cakes for your birthday? They're artists. Only they don't paint with a paintbrush. They make beautiful cakes. Now, the reason there are two stories here is because some of you have told me that, Miss Click, this story's too easy, or Miss Click, this story's too hard, I can't read it, or maybe you just don't like what the story's about. So I'm giving you a choice today. You have two stories to pick from. You can either pick the story about applesauce, and you can read that one, and then do your sheet just like before. How do you know what the author's purpose is? I'm going to put it right here. Is he trying to persuade, inform, or entertain? I give you a hint. He's trying to inform. So write that word right here. Then in these boxes is where you're going to tell me, how do you know? Okay? So you can do the story about applesauce, or you can do the story about cakes. You pick. Which one do you want to read? Or you can do them both if you want to do them both, but you only have to do one. If you want to do them both, fantastico. That would be fantastic. Okay? It'd be good practice for you. All right. So this is our job. Remember, we are learning about author's purpose. And you are able to identify why the author wrote the story by finding what is in it. In this case, we're looking for facts. Okay? Now notice, this one doesn't have a photograph, does it? But if you remember over here, I told you they don't always have a photograph. They usually do, but not always. My story didn't have a photograph, did it? So even though there's no photograph over here, even though it's not a photograph, this is a story about informing. Now this one does have a photograph. So that might be one of the things you want to put on here. I know he's trying to inform because it has a picture, not a drawing. That could be one of your reasons how you know. But you're going to need to find reasons. How do you know? Okay? We got that? Let me see if I can make myself bigger. There we go. Hey, now I'm back to one again. All right, so that is your job. Listen to my video, pick one of those two stories, and tell me how you know that the author's trying to inform you. How do you know he's trying to teach you something? That's your job, being able to find those details. Okay? Get that done for me. Remember when you're done, please, some of you keep forgetting. You need to leave me a message that says done. You don't want to write done, just say I did it or I got it. Something so that I know you did it. Just leave me a message, okay? So I know you've got it done. That's the only way I know that you finished it. That and you doing the actual worksheet, okay? Now, our reading lessons, they kind of tie in to our writing lessons. If you look, I posted a writing lesson for you to do after we finished our lesson last time. Remember last time we did our reading, we were talking about how authors entertain? Well, I want you to write a story that entertains us. And you'll find the details in there under our writing lesson, okay? After you watch this video, you're going to have another writing lesson. So make sure you check. And it has to do with informing. I'm going to let you inform us about something that you know a lot about. So check out those writing lessons after you've watched the reading lessons, okay? Again, please make sure you're reading every day. Get on to Raz Kids. If you can't get into Raz Kids, that's okay. Read a newspaper, read a comic book, read a magazine, read the back of your cereal box, read the back of your Skittles. It's got words on here. It's got words on here. Skittles. Just read something, anything. Write a story and read it. Read it to your baby brother. Okay? Read, 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 read. That's what I want you doing every single day. Okay? All right. Don't forget your math too. That keeps our brain sharp. And stay safe. Get outside. Enjoy the fresh air, the sunshine. Go outside and enjoy the day. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Make sure that you're keeping your hands washed. Keep your hands clean. Talk to mom and dad. Give them hugs. Be nice to them. Thank them. And enjoy your weekend. Okay? Enjoy your weekend. And I will see you here again next week. All right? Thought we might want to go out with some music. I'll see you again here next week. So have a great weekend. I miss you, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye, guys. Yep, gotta make this bigger. There we go. All right. Bye.